Behold, the mighty bullfrog. It is small yet mighty, with a wicked tongue and a fearsome bite. Hey guys, check this out. 40 hours in and I just found out you can... Now that's player growth. Welcome back to another chapter of Last Oasis. I've been ever so busy since we last met. I've completed the tutorial, discovered the favoriting system to prevent my walkers from disappearing, been on several border scuffles, did my first temple run, and have become a productive member of the guild. I've been doing my best to help around the base. I actually constructed my own toboggan the other day, but it'll probably never see use because farming modules are bullshit, so I contribute to the PvE of the guild by roaming the map on a little dinghy, collecting, hunting, gathering. I am but a simple PvEer, minding his own business. And that business is stealing shit from Rupus, because they're savages, and they're only useful to us when they're enslaved. Or when they build their totems that we harvest Rupu gel from. Which sounds disgusting. Which, to be honest, for all we know, these totems may well be held together with dung. Who knows? My one-man Rupu genocide is probably the least interesting thing to happen this last few weeks. There was the attempted interruption to us moving base. I wasn't there for that, but you can view the Mandarin Massacre via Yippee-Ki-Yay's channel, link in the description. Also, there was a slightly annoying event where SSHR slot capped our server a while back, so we couldn't get in to defend our stuff. I'm not actually sure how it went, but let's just say it didn't dampen our ability or desire to wage war. A little something about me. I actually don't like conflict all that much. That might sound strange considering the type of games I tend to play, but I generally attempt to be more conciliatory when I play these games that lend themselves to toxicity. It makes me feel like Jesus. Given that Ashenfell has a guild culture the likes of which I've never seen before, I am surprised at how fast it's rubbing off on me. I've been in a few guilds, not many, but a few. In the last 8 or so years I've had a gaming PC. If I had to describe the 17E, it would be inexplicable. Because it was inexplicably effective, it just shouldn't have worked, but it did. If I had to describe the Lannisters, it would be discipline. If I had to describe Ashenfell, it would be... relentless. The day after we were slot capped, we resolved not to take the Injustice line down. A massive raiding fleet was assembled and we invaded SHHR's home server with one goal in mind. Complete annihilation.
Low leg is down, tight legs down, focus on that, I don't know.
Someone get on the gas on the whole fucking base, man. Someone's hooked us to the floor.
To the tower, fuck.
The fuck out, okay?
It's the guy who dropped that.
We need to clean these ships, by the way.
That's...
Everybody on...
You have to. Do not be stationary, guys. Don't be stationary.
In main base, I need to take us over. Everyone on foot.
Alright, all Spanish with me to the right. We need to...
I kinda think we have it under and we have the fall.
What?
Yeah, but it's fine.
Alex, loot my body, loot.
Terror, try and get a good gas on
gas.
there.
Oh, that was good timing!
Yeah. Buffalo with the ballistas, please.
Do you want me to disengage from the Titan and come to you guys?
I think that we have to get that buff. Okay, wings on toboggan should be tapped.
Help each other out, guys.
Cloudy, I'm coming back to you. I'm coming back to you, Cloudy, right now. I'm coming back.
Cheese, take the right side.
Back.
Oh, this is much like, oh no, on as well.
If you can, try to
Sod off! Go away! Your mouth is full of cotton and your ship is gay.
Guys, disrupt that buffalo. Get it to the driver. Kill.
I'm driving it.
I have the driver.
Go down the hill, if you can.
Wings under HP. Come on, more. Do you need more manpower there? Because there's a lot of people there.
Buffalo.
One of the boxes.
I had to leave before the raid was over and before the zenith of the raid's achievements. That was the torching and total destruction of a Titan. It might have been the endless raiding of the proxy walkers on neighbouring servers, but since that raid, as of a week and a half onward, we had not heard from SHHR. They went totally dark. I actually attempted to track down a member of SHR to comment on their circumstances, but I just sort of lost interest at the time, I think because dinner was ready or some shit. By the way, it didn't matter since the mystery came full circle almost a week later. Before we get there though, I have another event that ties into today's overall theme. I logged in one day and decided to tag along to one of Big Beric's border bonanzas, and we wandered casually into Saints territory, Saints being quite a large enemy guild to our north. With us, we had a stiletto that contained a forward operating base inside the hull. Yeah, I didn't mention before, in Last Oasis you can pack away bases completely into Walker, so you don't have to rebuild bases when you move server, you just pack them up and move on. The thing is, this basically makes it possible to essentially build flat pack IKEA pre-built forts that can be moved, reassembled, and spawned from inside enemy territory pretty much on a whim. Kinda dumb, but it's also the meta. So we did just that inside Saint territory one day and proceeded to fight a protracted battle with them, which was essentially regarded as a sort of full contact training exercise. I know it helped me out a lot since I left that irrelevant scuffle a much better fighter than I went in, as well as plenty of others. And there was much rejoicing. Morale was high and we felt in a safe position. When out of the blue one day, there was a raid against one of the servers nearby that Ashenfell had claimed. It was SHR. It was the first peep we'd heard from them in over a week. So we, in characteristically belligerent fashion, responded with an ill-prepared and undersupplied force of I think it was 1 buffalo and a couple of personal dinghies and the odd spider. It was a mitigated failure. We lost all the walkers we went in with except for the dinghy I happened to be on, and we destroyed one of the proxy walkers while killing a lot of them in a ground fight. So not a total disaster, but ultimately a bad loss. So we meekly beetled back to our server, and I went AFK while in transit, not really paying attention until the dinghy pulled up outside our crafting base on the home server. It was around then I heard a most ominous message. The server was full. That meant there was likely an invasion fleet about to come down on us, and a pretty severe one too. It was the Saints, and by pure luck, a small number of us had just managed to get back in the server post-raid, so we prevented ourselves getting slot capped. Now, although I wasn't in a position of authority, I made a cursory glance at our weapons and armor in base, and I came to the conclusion personally, this would not be a short battle. I'd witnessed at that fob in the hills above Saints what a determined Ashenfell resistance looked like. And to give context to what we were facing, we had a single warship, no raiding ships or fobs, the queue was full, we had very little ammunition for the ballistas and catapults at base, and all of our battle-ready walkers had just been lost in the raid in SHR. So even if we could get warships in, they wouldn't be properly supplied. Caught with our pants down, indeed. What we did have was a reasonable number of warm bodies, an awkwardly shaped base bursting with water and spawns, a shitload of infantry weapons, and a resolve we wouldn't meekly roll over. So we prepared as best we could. We piled up the vast majority of significant valuables into the farming walkers and save-logged them, knowing we didn't have much chance of winning, so if we did lose, then we could still make it cost them more than they would gain. Preparations made, we dug our heels in, and dared the Saints forward.
Start shooting their leg. Come on guys, legs. Yeah, keep them hooked. One on driver, get them off me.
Thinking about the gas.
Guy, borders.
What's everyone doing on the front ballistas? Down. Move the cargo back. Don't lose that. We got so much shit on the... So about what on the right?
Looks like the mine runs will be also
We have the mats and
Where the fuck is the roof behind?
the balcony now.
Did they even touch the base?
I put everything.
On
Help me is to freeze for now.
Need ammo back on it.
Or there's Stiletto right now. Or there's Stiletto.
On
Yeah, let's wait a little longer for the push now, since they're keeping the north of the base is clear of the gas. The base is clear of gas. Let's get on the...
Like,
Do not go out alone. You go in a group. The north side of the base.
just able to walk in from one side to...
Okay, stop.
They've got about...
No one push out through the north side now. Stay in.
Come on.
Push through the gas, push through the gas.
I gotta go back. No.
Push now, push now, push now.
Okay, grab the kids. Okay, let's go. Back inside. Drop the loot.
Our only active warship was destroyed and we'd been pushed back from our base perimeter. The defense would now be centralized around the base itself. With us bottled up inside, the Saints utilized their gas to try and weaken us from a distance. However, the base was large enough that we could avoid the clouds, and we sallied out in waves to meet the attackers.
2, 1, let's go. Go around, go back to the way we came out. Oh, we'll run out of gas.
The gas is the one door, woman.
Loot, drop it in the front door while we hold the front.
Yeah, fire panel, skin it.
I got it.
Okay.
Taking.
The fighting paused during an eclipse to avoid any further chaos, and when the light returned, one of the Saints' buffaloes strayed just a little too close.
Get it clear.
No gas in their own shit.
Fight the ground fight, let's go. Let's kill the ground fight now. There's not that many, we can wipe them. We need to back up on bandage. Stay together. Sling up, come on.
Position stiletto dead. Stiletto is about.
Stop, hit the top, hit it guys. Someone hit it.
Chim hit it. Backs it on the monitors.
You need to, once it's clear, jump off. We're getting gas. We're winning this to water. Like, we're doing good. Okay, we need to get back to that door then. Take the arrows out.
Which side?
Okay, get off of it then. Fuck with it. Everyone run back to base now. Run back, get the gear back. Do it now.
We're on the east side.
Careful for the mollusk. A lot of people there.
One in the base.
What is it? Push out of the other door. Go. How's it looking? Are we pushing them out? What's happening?
Okay, have fun.
Yeah, exactly. Build more stompers inside the building as well. Like,
Again,
so,
build.
we're gonna hold this position, guys.
Yeah,
We can
put it
really hold. This is like
Third, bro.
Firebolt
the
set
one when they
toast.
broke in. They've seen them.
You're fucking.
I can't, man. They just keep watching it.
With the gas attacks not working, the Saints moved on to attempting to break into the base. Using fire, they tried to burn away the roof, making the top of the base the new epicenter of the fight.
More on roof.
Firebolt.
Yeah, if you've got loot, get it in. It's very high priority. Get the loot. It's fine. You have to keep getting it. It's important.
Yeah, just did fire on them.
Yeah, get to the roof. Everybody on the roof. Go. They're gassing. Get to the roof. Everybody. I can see the light hit. I'm outside. Hit it. Don't let them get through that roof. Highest priority. Surround the boat. Get the boats out. Surround the boat.
Guy. Fucking.
Pull. Cover me.
And blood will hit the.
No, I don't care. This roof needs to be what? Like.
It's got 3 minutes.
Okay, get the ballistics.
The tide turned back and forth, over and over and over. But in the end, we were delaying the inevitable. For 9 hours we fought. For 9 hours we held. I had to leave after about 7 of them because I needed sleep. But there were those who fought right from the beginning, right to the end, and they were the sinew of our defense that day. It was a remarkable battle. The whole night we swallowed a well-supplied army with little more than hand-to-hand weapons and undersupplied walkers. I'm not trying to make out this was some kind of pseudo-victory. Like, we lost. Tactically and strategically, we lost, and credit to the Saints, they attacked us for 9 hours. Which is arguably more impressive since they could have just left. The point I'm making about this battle is even now, just thinking about it, it puts a big smile on my face. Because, and you won't believe me, I said that line about Ashenfell being relentless, about 3 days before the siege. There they went and proved me right. We had some members who were proper heroes that night who made that possible. There was Mike, who organised the defence before Beric made it into the server. Beric himself for instilling the resolve to see the fight through. Crazy for defending the absolute hemorrhoid of a base that caused the Saints so much grief. Sweno, one of our best fighters, always in the right position during the fight. Quacken, who managed to deploy a fob and take the heat off the main base and keep us in the fight. DC, who sat in the server for 2 fucking hours trying to get a buffalo in. Haza, the hero of High Haven. MVP of the night, who single-handedly, with nothing but a wingsuit, flew around the map, deploying ballistas to keep the enemy walkers tagged. She delegged a buffalo, single-handed. Big smile. I actually had a crystalline moment myself during the siege, where I finally understood the spirit of resistance inherent to Ashenfell, and I felt it course through my veins. Why does one refuse to budge in the face of defeat? Do you know, I was so in the moment, I didn't record it. I didn't even realise it happened. Luckily, Somali and Slim did.
Now fuck off, God, get out of here. Good kills on top though, good green, good green. Go away!
Finally, I have become a beast with a wicked tongue and a fearsome bite. Ultimately, though our war fleet was unprepared, it was still intact, as well as our transport, raiding and farming fleet. This was a bad blow, but we were still in the game. Also, as I said, we logged the vast majority of valuables off, so we were still very much in the game. There was one thing we did lose out. We lost some liquid fuel, most of which we'd taken off SHR the other day, so it was, people weren't too upset about that. The reality is, you can't wipe a guild from the game. You can only wipe a guild when you break their resolve. So the only question is, does this look like a guild with a broken resolve?